I was a blank flank.
Pro. Twilight's use of the word blank flank is a great bit of world-building continuity. Con. Twilight's talk incorporates an ageist slur used to bully. So what color was Spike's egg anyway? Here it's white and green. Spike himself recalls it as being purple and green, but in season 1 and later in this very episode we see 2 shades of purple. Maybe there are actually 3 different Spikes roaming around. That would definitely explain some of his episodes. Twilight explains the unlikely circumstances of her friend's encounter with the sonic rainboom, but is it really appropriate to brag about one's fortunate childhood during a talk? Moondancer and her sister aren't sitting together. Must have been some family drama between now and a few episodes ago, huh?
I'm just worried what she could be up to.
Just as long as she's not trying to invade the show and become a new main character. That'd be wild. Spike stands the projector on its lens. Starlight may be a magical badass, but maybe this surprise visit wouldn't be possible if Twilight had even a minimal amount of security. Guards, cameras, anything. Reminder that the all-knowing Tree of Harmony and its connection to the map is allowing this to happen. It helps out later on, but could have easily prevented this whole ordeal here and now by stopping Starlight during this lengthy build-up scene. The ultimate sin. Time travel. Any possible explanation for it results in endless problematic paradoxes and canon-shattering issues. There's no right way to do it, and worse still, no right way to sin it. Long Starlight was canon all along. Spike touching the scroll arbitrarily makes something bad happen, because Spike has to be the source of all that is bad. If we're going with the branching timelines or the many worlds interpretation, Twilight and Spike just died in this universe and their friends will never see them again.
Did Rainbow Dash look really young to you?
Now is not the time for vain jealousy, Twilight. Spike got into trouble for touching the scroll last time, but he doesn't hesitate to pick it up a second time. They have no reason not to suspect something similar would happen again. How has Spike lived this long? He was the one to remark about the need for wings just moments ago. Oh look, we're in another universe where this filly actually has wings and isn't an earth pony magically standing on a cloud. Okay, not even I am that petty. Animation errors are non-diegetic after all, but they're still a sin even when fixed. We'd be here all day if every difference from season 1 was pointed out, so I'll save us both some time and settle for an obligatory recycled animation sin. Gee, Twilight, if Dash can't do her Sonic Rainboom, why don't you just do your own Sonic Twi-Boom? 5 out of 6 cutie marks is better than none, right? Dash is going fast enough to produce a Sonic Rainboom one moment, then she's quickly stopped by Starlight. This should have killed her. The Tree of Harmony is opening the portal for Twilight, but Starlight looks neither surprised nor concerned about this. Starlight Glimmer is the true hero for getting rid of the Middle Finger Castle. Thank you, Glimmy!
The map pulled us back.
Starlight would be undefeatable without the Deus Ex tree, and Twilight and Spike would still be in that timeline for the rest of their lives. In fact, now that I think about it, would have another magical mystery cure, where Twilight would have to spend the rest of the episode trying to get their destinies back on track. The Tree of Harmony used the power of plot convenience to rescue us from recycled plot convenience.
But I know one place that could never change.
Golden Oak Library? Twilight presses both cheeks against the window, but her snoot doesn't receive even the tiniest of boops. This mallet doesn't reach the edge of the screen.
This is my home.
Except the entire premise of the episode is that Applejack didn't go home in this timeline.
There's also supposed to be a castle that goes with it.
Next time, read the fine print. Castle sold separately.
Where we came from, there's no war with King Sombra.
Because we murdered him to pieces. Your world could learn something about the use of violence to solve problems. Okay, hear me out. Isn't Celestia the aggressor here? The obvious argument is that this war is to liberate the enslaved citizens. But if that's the case, why is Celestia confronting the opposing army so violently when they are the citizens, but mind-controlled? Shouldn't all of Equestria's effort be put into capture and removal of the headsets? Celestia is guilty of war crimes. Oh look, Dashy's real wing is back. Falling boulder turns Dash into a deer in the headlights.
And even with Princess Celestia leading the charge.
She says that as if it wasn't to their detriment. Most conflict we see her in results in her easy capture or a sudden nap. She's the Princess of Cabin Nap. World's fastest melting snow.
The map is connected to the Tree of Harmony.
So why did the Tree of Harmony bring them to the future at all? Did Twilight really need the extra kick in the rump to motivate her to save her friends? It would have made more sense if the tree put Twilight right back at the beginning of the day of the Rainboom to confront Starlight. Imagine the amazing Groundhog Day episode that could have been.
So even when you cast it, I still get sent back here.
Okay, but when does Starlight get sent back? The moment the spell is cast is a future in which Starlight's probably old or dead. Clearly that's not the case, and Starlight is scooped up sometime after the rainbow is thwarted, but Twilight has unlimited attempts to stop her. That's just poor planning on Starlight's part. After all, her whole point is that Twilight's friends aren't that important to Equestria. If that's really the case, Twilight could go on with her life and Starlight gains nothing while risking something going wrong and being trapped in a time loop for all eternity. Ironically enough, during the monologue, Starlight's mouth disappears. Spike nearly dying is such a common occurrence that this is an appropriate response.
Oops!
The tree interferes because Twilight's not doing a good job communicating the matter to Starlight, but its interference is also cutting off Twilight while she's trying to communicate with Starlight. It's at this point the tree should have dropped an obvious hint, like, befriend her, or pull her in with you next time, you purple moron. Where is Discord in all of this? It's established that he can detect large amounts of magic. Twilight's not learning some lesson that requires him to take a step back. The point is to befriend Starlight, which could happen a lot quicker without them trying to kill each other first. To be continued.
What Starlight's up to yet, but we better figure it out before it's too late.
Twilight, I think it already is.